What up gamers, I'm Sir Mav and welcome back to another Anthem video. The Game Awards have come and gone and we saw many great premieres and winners showcased, but during the awards we finally received what we were all waiting for, a new Anthem trailer. It's like Christmas early but without actually physically getting to grab the present. Before we get into the breakdown, there's a little giveaway going on within the channel for Anthem, so if you and your friends want a chance to win a free copy of Anthem before launch, check out the link in the description box down below. If you find this video helpful, then tap fire that like button and keep it locked here at iGame for future updates on Anthem. Now let's get into this amazing trailer that'll give you goosebumps on a hot summer's day. So as we start off the trailer, we see what looks to be a downed ranger as the narrator comes in, who I can only guess is Yarrow, one of the elder freelancer agents within Fort Tarsis. He speaks of the power of Anthem and how he's seen it destroy entire civilizations. Which is quite fitting because in the next scene we see what looks to be a destroyed civilization as the camera cuts through the canyon. In this canyon though, we see this statue that seems to be fused into the side of the canyon. Now if you've been following my weekly updates here on the channel, you'll know that this statue is likely one of General Helena Tarsis, who Fort Tarsis is actually named after. From all we know, Helena adorned ranger armor and carried along with her a sword which I imagine has more history to it than the Knights of the Round Table. As we move a few frames ahead, we come to this scene with Halleck, Faye, and Owen in what seems to be a cutscene where Halleck is discussing something called the Heart of Rage. Now, whether or not the Heart of Rage is to be taken figuratively or literally, we don't yet know. It could be that this is some past relic that envelops its user into all-out destructive path. Could it be that this is why the Nemesis faction, the Dominion, are the way they are? Is this why they speak of the Anthem creation to destroy the world? Unfortunately, we just won't be able to understand this until we actually get to dive deep into the story. In the next scene, we see Faye in one of the cipher chairs that enhances her telepathic abilities. While in this chair, she states that she feels a new power, something calling out to her. If we take it back to E3 2018 cinematic trailer, she states the same thing, that
something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
This gives us a real sense of the ever-growing danger in the world of Anthem. What it is we are exactly facing here, we'll just have to wait and see. In the next scene, Yarrow comes back to narrate for us as we see a band of javelins setting out from Fort Tarsis. Here we get a sense of Yarrow's words, that this world has always been chaotic and full of danger. The javelins were built to help the people of Fort Tarsis stem back these threats, and in the next scenes it gets real interesting. We see in the blink of an eye a ranger come across what looks to be a wyvern, fancy dodging there, ranger, and then in the same split second we see the ranger battling what looks to be some electrified Ursix. Either that or our ranger friend here is the one that electrified this being. A frame after that, we see an Ash Titan falling to its knees in defeat, and then back to this Ursix-like creature who the ranger finally takes down as we see them standing upon the creature like a claimed trophy. Here's my thoughts on this creature. I think it could be a legendary Ursix of some sort given its white color scheme that differentiates itself from the others. Maybe this is a stronghold boss we have to take down, and if that is indeed the case, then there will likely be a vinyl trophy that comes with it. We won't know till we get to dive into the game, but what's your thoughts on this? Let me know down in the comments below. In the next scene, we get this beautiful uprising shot of Fort Tarsis, but this can't be the present Fort Tarsis given the reddish tint of the paint job. This is where you really get a sense of the story being told from a past perspective by Yarrow. Tells of once was and how things came to be. I'm betting here, but I think that some of these scenes come from the opener in the game. Only time will tell though if my theory is correct. Here in this scene, Yarrow speaks of the walls and how they protect us from the dangers of the world, but inevitably the anthem still rages and the battle continues to keep our loved ones safe. And then we come to this thing. It looks like a tower of some sort with weaponized cannons coming down. Honestly, I'm not sure here. It looks something from Final Fantasy to be honest. My question is here, is this tower able to wield the power of the anthem through these said guns? In the next scene we come across an area we've seen before. Go back to Mike Gamble's revive screenshot and this terrain looks very familiar. It seems in this shot we have a Shaper Storm manifesting itself here. And then we come to this battle along the walls of Elder Fort Tarsis. What's interesting here is that we see striders trekking across the terrain outside the fort, and some of these striders even look weaponized. Now from what we know, we are the only ones that wield the striders for transport across the world. Could it be that the Dominion also have access to striders, or is this showcasing a past battle where we see the separation of the people as they battle against each other? My theory here is that something happened in the past and the people were together as one. After a disagreement of some sort, a war raged on, and somehow the Anthem of Creation destroyed the civilization that once was. Currently we only know of two civilizations within the world of Anthem, and that's Fort Tarsis and the fort up north known as Straheim that is occupied by our enemy faction known as the Dominion. Again, all theory until we jump in and find out for ourselves how this exactly happened. Now just a bit further back, you probably didn't notice it, but the voice changes when we come to the walls of Fort Tarsus. Again, we come back to the start of our story with the downed ranger and we see our new narrator who we know as the Monitor, the leader of the Dominion faction. From the backstory, we know the Dominion is trying to harness the power of the Anthem for themselves so that they may basically purge the world of what the Monitor calls needless suffering. You can see why we might disagree upon this. This is ideally why the Dominion invented the seals that we see on the storm javelins, so that they may harness the power from the Anthem of Creation, which as we know it basically harnesses the elements. But given the purple glow that we see on the Monitor's gauntlet, there is likely more elements to discover within the world of Anthem that we just don't know of yet. Also, let's cut back a couple frames and take a look at this creature standing behind the Monitor. Notice the mutation of sorts, but most importantly notice the seals. It seems that the Dominion are also using the Anthem of Creation to dabble in mutated effects as well, which you'll get a good sense of here in the next scenes as these mutated figures break down a door in Fort Tarsus as a team of sentinels work to defend the people of Fort Tarsus. You can definitely get a sense of the utter terror of this attack as one ranger is holding a child in this frame off to the left. And then the trailer cuts out with the sentinel being snatched up by one of these mutated beings. How the story gets to this point is yet unknown, but all I know is this just gets me even more stoked for Anthem and more intrigued by the story yet to be told. What are your thoughts on the new trailer? Does it get you more hyped for the game, or are you just questioning even more what the world of Anthem has to offer? Any questions or comments, just let me know down below and I'll feel free to answer as soon as I can. Keep it locked here at iGame for all the latest updates on Anthem, and don't forget to tap fire that bell so you're notified when the next video drops. Talk to you next time, gamers. This is Sir Mav, signing off.